Ho, ho, ho. And welcome to Meow Mix, the Carolina Panthers podcast. My name is Steven.
My name is Jerry.
And today we are here to preview Week 16. Carolina Panthers taking on the Green Bay Packers in Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're this far along in the season. We made it, people. We made it.
Sort of. Yeah. We made it. Not intact. Not without major shrapnel and blood and guts and just awfulness. But
sadness.
Yeah, we're just a few weeks away from this all being over, and it's bittersweet because this is a season that I will gladly forget.
Same.
But I love football. I love the Panthers, and I'm gonna miss Sundays watching our team. Maybe not this team, but I'll be extremely excited when football is back in August.
Yeah, I will be too, and I'll be hyping myself up that this year's gonna be different. Like I said, this year and the year before and the year before. But hopefully, I'll be right this time.
Next year is our year for sure.
Next year is when we finally turn it around. Mediocrity will not be. What was it? Mediocrity tolerated.
Mediocrity will return, we hope. Bring back mediocrity, please.
God, we need to make a t-shirt that says that, bring back mediocrity.
I would love to be good every other year. That would be amazing. Please. Give me one Super Bowl every 10 years. I'll take it. That's not terrible.
No. I'm serious. I really do want to make
then.
A shirt that says "Bring back the mediocrity."
Let's do it. We'll also be distributing some Panthers Christmas gifts to various members of the organization.
Yes.
Not necessarily items, but maybe you'll see. You'll see.
We're Santa Paws here. We can do what we want.
We like to do this every year, so we'll do that. But we have a little bit of news to kick things off. Jerry?
Yes, Eddie Pinheiro had an achievement. He was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week for his performance on his 9-7 victory against the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, his walk-off field goal in that pouring rain, even though it was a chip shot for a kicker. Yeah, I get it. Congratulations, Pinheiro. He's been solid all year.
He has. He's went 3 for 3 in this game, and he's the reason we won. I mean, his field goal accuracy has been really. I mean, he's like over 90% since he's been with us, and he's cost us one game last year, but other than that, he's just been extremely solid. So, good job, Eddie P, on your achievement. And I think that's all the news. I mean, I saw there's a good article in The Athletic talking about Fitterer and, likely on his way out, right?
He should be.
And Joe Person goes and kind of goes through his the pros and cons of the Fitterer era.
I mean, how many pros are there? I mean,
there were a few. Frankie Louvu.
I was going to say Frankie Louvu.
Adam Thielen.
Denzel Perryman. Oh, wait, you traded him and then he had a Pro Bowl season. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. And again, Frankie Louvu, was that Matt Rule or is that Fitterer? Could very easily be Matt Rule.
Yeah.
I mean, a Temple guy, right? And back then, did Fitterer even have control?
A Temple guy?
I think Louvu was a Temple guy. Yeah.
Now I'm really curious.
I might be making that up, but I thought he was a Temple guy.
Washington State.
That's pretty close to Temple. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
Washington.
Right down the road.
It's Temple : Washington State. Okay, so not a Temple guy. Scratch that. We're gonna remove that from the podcast.
It's on the video. It's on the video. I'm not editing that out.
All right. Well, I'm an idiot, but that's fine. Frankie Louvu. I can't even give Matt Rule credit for that one, I guess. Fitterer Yeah, but there are a lot more misses. And number one miss on the list was not trading Brian Burns,
I mean, look at it.
especially if you're not going to sign him.
Yeah, that's the big one
Yeah,
right there. Not signing him after you deny that trade, and then you give up what you gave up to move up to one.
yeah.
I mean, you traded away Christian McCaffrey for a lot less, and I mean, he's looking dynamic.
That was number two on the list, was trading Christian McCaffrey, which at the time, uh, it was sort of justified because he had missed those, the majority of the previous two seasons. That extension was kicking in, um, and you got picks for him. Used at least one of those picks to move up, but you used two of those picks to move up to 80 to pick DJ Johnson, who has been a nothing, and I mean, you didn't even have to move up to get him, most likely,
Yeah,
right? I mean, so yeah, it's a good article if you want to go check it out. But Scott Fitterer, in Joe Person's opinion at least, and from what he's been hearing around the league, likely on his way out. So,
good.
chances are we're going to have a new head coach and a new GM.
And that's the way it should be, in my opinion.
Yeah. And
I
is it
mean,
going to be one person?
could be. There's a
Could
couple
be.
names out there that I think will want to do both. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. So we still have at least another month, half a month, I guess, before we really start getting into that stuff. So, but hey, it's not far away. So, all right, let's move on to our Christmas celebration. And by the way,
woohoo!
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever, anything you celebrate where gifts are given. We celebrate Christmas, so it's going to be Christmas for us.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
but happy holidays to everyone out there, regardless of what you celebrate.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
religion or not, I'm not a religious
yeah.
person, but I celebrate Christmas, to get with family and everything. So
I think
every,
it's transcended a religion at this point, right? I mean,
yeah, in my opinion,
yeah,
it has, but
yeah,
I mean, it's more family, caring
right,
and stuff like that.
right.
So
Uh,
Santa Paws, you can.
Santa Paws.
Do you want
You
to
want me to
go
kick
ahead
it
and?
off?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna give a gift to Bryce Young. I bet you will as well, but I'm gonna give one to Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Bryce Young a young, offensive-minded head coach who's gonna work with him in the offseason to fix his footwork, to develop a scheme that takes advantages of his strengths, diminishes his weaknesses, and gets this kid on track to be to fulfill that number one pick prophecy. So
Um. Yeah,
happy Christmas, Bryce.
yeah, I had nearly the identical thing with the exact same thing. Maybe not even an offensive coach, but like just a coach who believes in him and
Hmm.
wants to do right by him. Whether it's hiring the offensive guys who will do that, build up and everything, but even if it is an Evero or another defensive coordinator that comes in but believes in him, because that's one thing that kind of has leaked out that Frank Reich didn't seem to believe in him, and that's
Yeah, I hope we get the full story of that one day. And
yeah.
I don't know that Frank Reich's he's not a guy to talk, right? He's not a guy
No,
to
no,
to
he seems like a
say
stand-up
anything, but
guy, but
maybe Fitterer talks one day. I don't know, but
I think it would be coming from more other coaches,
hmm.
from the Thomas Browns, Deuce Staley's, those type of guys. I think maybe not Brown because he's still hoping for a head coaching job, but
Maybe Josh McCown, maybe somebody says something. I mean, it seemed to be telling CJ Stroud, at the pro day that he was going to see him in Charlotte. So it would be interesting to hear from some of those guys at some point. But all right,
my
your turn.
turn. I'm gonna go ahead and gift J.C. Horn. I gave him a hyperbolic chamber last year to help him
Mm-hmm.
stay healthy. Obviously, that didn't work. So I'm gonna give him a bubble wrap soup because he
Oh,
needs to wear that underneath his, football gear and stuff. He can't stay healthy, and I don't want him to hurt himself, getting out of a car or anything because he gets hurt way
right.
too often.
Yeah, Bubble Boy.
Yes, maybe the bubble wrap soup is wrong. We just need to put bubble boy him. That's it.
Yeah.
A big bubble.
Keep him in a bubble, keep him healthy, because when he's out there, he is a major difference maker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we need him desperately.
Yes.
We've seen just how good he is, and we're going to see it again this weekend against, an offense that has propensity to put the ball up and down the field. So uh, I like that. Nice job. I'm going to go back to the well as well. Uh, I think I've given this guy the same gift for the last 3 or 4 years now. Ian Thomas, giving you a beautiful suitcase, just highest quality suitcase, and a one-way ticket to Canada. Go ahead and get your head start on your new career as a tight end for the Montreal Alouettes. I'm going to get you started. Some beautiful luggage. Congratulations.
Wow.
Merry
Okay. That
Christmas.
was harsh. That was a nice one. I'm gonna go positive here. Frankie
Mm.
Louvu, I am gonna gift you your first Pro Bowl selection.
Hey,
Go ahead, take your trip. Well, I don't think it's in Hawaii anymore, but wherever the Pro Bowl
I don't know where
is.
it is. I don't know where it is this year.
But get that selection. Get your paycheck next year.
Here,
Congratulations.
hopefully.
Yes.
Here. Yeah. I'll second that. This is not on my list, but I will you give him the Pro Bowl selection, I'm gonna give him the big contract. And let's keep him
Oh.
here. Yeah, we want to keep him here. All right, I've got one for guy we talked about a little earlier, Eddie Pinheiro. You know me, I like the kickers.
You love the kickers.
I like the kickers. Eddie Pinheiro, he's got the Inye in his name. He's got the tilde. Listen, I'm not even gonna do anything crazy here. I'm just gonna give him a super nice gift because he's a really good kicker and he's been clutch. He's won a couple of games for us this year. I'm gonna give him a bottle of Don Julio tequila, 1942. High end stuff, very expensive. Eddie P, you deserve it. Merry Christmas, my friend. Feliz Navidad.
Nice,
Feliz Navidad.
nice. Um, I'm gonna give my last gift here to Chuba Hubbard.
Oh,
I am
Chuba.
gonna give him the starting job next year at running back
Oh,
from the beginning of the offseason. Have him take those lead back carries. Get him ready to be the bell cow back. Now, yes, he's going to split carries with Miles Sanders, but I don't think we need to see Miles Sanders that much. I think we need to see him less than we're already seeing him just to spell Chuba. I want Chuba to be the guy going into next season. I feel like he's earned it and give him that opportunity. That's what Santa Paws here is going to give him.
congrats, Chuba, and well deserved,
Yeah,
right? And Miles Sanders becomes the most expensive third down back in the league.
yeah.
So there you go. All right, for my last gift, I'm going to go with the big man, David Tepper. David Tepper, I'm gifting you an audit. An audit, an investigation from the SEC where they may or may not find some violations. And unfortunately, I believe you're going to have to go to jail. Luckily, you have a really good asset with the Carolina Panthers that you can sell to pay those fines. And that's a win-win. That's a win-win all around. So happy Merry Christmas, David Tepper. I hope watch your cornhole, buddy. As a great man once said.
You want him to get I mean, let's be honest. He's a hedge fund manager. If you look into his finances, I'm sure there's
Yes.
probably some
Of
shady
course,
business dealings.
of course. You don't become a multi-billionaire without breaking a few rules here and there.
Especially a guy who, you know, let's be honest. He made a lot of money on people's bad luck and misfortune
Hmm.
of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. There's to so we don't get sued here. There's no
No, no,
evidence or
no.
even rumors really of any impropriety or anything like that. This is for fun. All right.
Yeah,
This is for fun. But Merry Christmas
yeah.
to the
Uh,
tippers.
can I get one last gift here? I'm gonna give
Go
it to
ahead.
all the players.
Hmm.
Grass on the field instead of turf.
Oh,
Oh,
there
I
you
saw
go.
I saw it out my window back here, and I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and throw that out there.
Yeah. And to the fans, you guys deserve something. I mean, it's been a hellish last few years here. So we're going to give you a winning season next year.
Yeah,
We're going to give you a season with at least 10 wins and a
back to
playoff appearance.
mediocrity.
Back to mediocrity. Season after that, I can't promise anything. Probably, back to 6 wins, but we'll do our best. All right. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. I love this. That's one of my favorite things every year.
All right. Let's move on to the game. Jerry, what are the odds for this one?
The betting odds here, Carolina Panthers are 5-point underdogs against Green Bay, and the over-under is 36.5. And honestly, another game where I'm like, I could see the under hitting again.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I
Like,
mean, the unders hit with the Panthers more often than not this
yeah.
season.
I mean, you got a great defense. You got an offense that's lackluster. I feel like Green Bay, not diving too deep, but same thing. Not a great offense.
Yeah.
Their defense is eh. So the
Yeah.
Panthers could score, but they haven't done it much this year. So
I mean, what if you had a gun to your head, did the Panthers score 15 points in this game? I'd say no,
no,
right? Like, what have they shown us to make us confident at all? I mean,
not
they've
much.
scored 15 points the last 2 weeks combined.
Exactly.
It's
But
I
the
don't know,
defense
but
is on par to be a top ranked defense, at least
even
statistically.
yeah, I think they're what third in the league in yards allowed or
Mm-hmm.
something. So unfortunately, I think they're close to the bottom in points allowed. But that tells you how bad the offense has been because the offense is putting them in bad field position, and that's how that goes. So, but I still think Evero has done a really good job here, just with the injuries and everything. He's made this defense into a
Eh,
we saw last week, like if the offense doesn't make mistakes, then the defense keeps them in the game.
Yeah, I was listening also that Evero has kept the defense not only in check, but he hasn't had them arguing with the offense. You haven't heard any of the defensive players coming out against the offense. You
Right.
haven't heard any of the malfunctions that the offense had with Frank Reich and Deuce
Hmm.
Staley and Josh McCown. All those guys, you heard it was kind of like sniping back and forth and backstabbing. Well, the defense supposedly has been running very smoothly, and everybody's on board. Like you said, all the
Yeah.
injuries. I mean, they're still hitting stride.
It's been a tough season.
Yeah.
Just from an injury, I mean, the entire team, from an injury perspective, it's been tough. So, um, kudos to Evero and the defense for staying strong, and they just seem to be getting better, right? As the year goes on, they're getting better. That's what we hope to see from the offense, and we just unfortunately didn't get it.
Yep.
But all right, let's take a look at the injury reports here. We'll start with the Packers. Start with the DNPs here. The following players did not practice: Devondre Campbell, Elgton Jenkins, Jaden Reed, Darnell Savage, Christian Watson. Following players limited practice: Jair Alexander, AJ Dillon, Kingsley Enagrabre. I'm having a hard time reading today. Aaron Jones, Jonathan Owens, TJ Slayton, Luke Tenuta, Quay Walker, Dontavian Wicks, and Emmanuel Wilson. All limited practice. Moving to the Panthers, Brian Burns with an illness. A lot of illnesses in the NFL the last couple of weeks.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of illnesses everywhere. I like at work, everybody's sick and
In
stuff like
my
that.
house,
In my house.
we're all sick. Yep. So Burns with an illness DNP, Etor with a knee DNP, Marquise Haynes with a back/illness DNP, Troy Hill not injury related. That's nice to see DNP. Moten DNP with it resting as well. Thielen listed as limited practice while resting. Claudin Chirelis, I think he was reactivated from the injury list or IR today. Limited practice. Sam Franklin, limited practice. David Sharp, limited practice. Ian Thomas, Tommy Trimble, and Xavier Woods, all limited practice. And Stephen Sullivan listed as a full participant in practice. So hopefully Burns is okay and, pulls through. Yetur, I mean, when Yetur's been good this year, I hope he's able to play.
Me too. I mean,
I don't
Etor's has been a revolution in
revelation.
this new defense here.
Yeah, he's Evero has figured out. I think we talked about it in the preseason too. Was could Evero figure out how to use Etor in a way that's productive, and he has.
Mm-hmm.
Etor has played very well this year, so hopefully we get him back. Yeah, otherwise, nice to see J.C. Horn not on this list. Right? Nice
Just
to see
wait.
Dante
Just wait.
Jackson not on
Just
this list. I know,
just
knock
wait.
on wood.
Just wait.
All right, let's move on to the keys to victory.
All right, starting off, a big key is capitalizing on the rush defense. Green Bay struggles against the run, ranking 30th in rushing yards, and Carolina should leverage that rushing offense 106 yards per game. Honestly, it's 155 yards per game in the past 3 games. Meanwhile, Green Bay has been giving up 154 yards in the past 3 games. So they're falling apart run defense while we're finally starting to run that power rush game that our O-line was built for. So,
Yeah, I mean that since Reich left, really you've seen a major focus on the rush game. You've seen a different type of blocking scheme
mm-hmm.
in the run game. It's obviously been productive. So agreed. I mean, they take advantage of that. I would say, another key is going to be let's get this passing game going. I mean, Panthers are 31st in pass yards per game. That's terrible. I'd like to see
Absolutely
some,
awful.
yeah, I want to see some improvement. We saw something on that drive, that final drive last week.
I felt
Saw
like we saw
Bryce,
something the most of the game. I mean, he
I mean,
had
still
80.
ended up with like 160 yards
Yeah,
passing or
but
something.
he had
Like,
like 80% completion percentage. I mean, it's not the greatest, but I felt like he felt more in control. They didn't do the same plays. They got him under center. They did some rollouts, and I felt like they started catering more to his abilities. Something that
and
previous.
I'd like to continue that. But
Mhm.
specifically on that last drive, he was he seemed extremely in control. The most I've seen him all season.
Oh, 100%.
Confident, hitting throw. I mean, that throw to DJ Chark on the sideline. Just I saw that there was a 4.5% chance that Chark makes that catch from ESPN stats or next level stats or next gen stats, whatever they call it. I want to see more of that. I want to see some improvement. I'd like to see Bryce throw for over 200 yards in this game.
Yeah.
I just want to see them just show me something. Show me that these last 3 games here. Let's get some real confidence going with Bryce.
Yeah,
That's what
maybe
I want to see.
build on it. And I think last week also with the rain and stuff, it was kind of a difficult downhill throwing type of game. But
Yeah.
this week, I do hope that they do build on that. They, like you said, get on over 200 passing yards and everything else. Moving on, reducing points allowed. Like you said, this Carolina 29th in the league points per game, 24.9. They need to tighten up, especially in the red zone. Um, I hate saying it like that because the defense has played so well. It's just so tough because they're getting beat down in the second half.
Yeah, and that goes also to limit turnovers,
Mm-hmm.
field position game, all that goes into that. So let's keep I'm even gonna go to our last key here, like control time of possession, keep the ball, run the ball, good passes, you know, the less time Green Bay has the ball, the better. Less time Green Bay has the ball means typically will mean worse field goal or worse field position for them. Their options are limited. Um, that's going to all contribute to keeping the points down, keeping the under in this game in play. That's important. So let's do both of those things, right?
Let's
Like,
just win it.
let's just
Why
win
are
this
we
game.
beating around the bush?
Let's just win this game. Let's just win this game.
um, it's gonna be 43 here, so it's not gonna be that bad. It's not gonna be you're not playing in Green Bay in
Yeah, it's not the
December.
frozen tundra. It's cool for Carolina, but it's not the frozen tundra.
Yes.
Yeah.
And last thing is capitalize on your red zone.
Yeah.
Uh, we had 3 field goals last week, 5 scoring opportunities in my eye, from my perspective, and you came away with 3 field goals. Let's get into the end zones and let's get field goals on those longer, possessions instead of getting nothing.
Agreed. I mean, we're scoring under 15 points a game. It's You're not going to win very many games doing that. So we've got to get in the end zone. Got to figure it out. Take shots. You're 2-12. Throw that ball into the end zone. See what happens.
See,
Right?
see if
Especially
there's
like on third down or fourth down or something. Like throw it into the end zone. Well, what's the worst thing that can happen? Interception. All right, then they
whoa, whoa,
start the
whoa,
ball
whoa,
at
whoa,
the
whoa,
20.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I
I'm just
want
saying, like I know I'm just saying I want to see them take some chances.
I
Let the guys make plays.
I'm
I don't want
off.
them to throw interceptions, Jerry. I'm just saying if,
But
we're
you
2 and
just said on
12.
third and fourth down, like if it's a third down and 2, I don't want end zone throws. Fourth and 1, I don't want end zone throws. I want to
That
keep
depends
the.
on where if they're in the red zone is what I'm talking about. If
Oh,
they're in the
okay.
red zone. Yeah. That's what we're talking about here, right? Red zone. Score some
Red
points.
zone, but I said
Yeah.
scoring opportunities because you could be at the 35-yard line and that's not red zone, but that's scoring opportunity for me. And we kept getting going for it on fourth down and getting nothing
Yeah.
last week.
Okay.
So
Understood. Understood. I agree. I agree with you and me. I agree with both of us. All right, let's move on to some predictions here, Jerry. Bold prediction, go.
I think the Panthers rush for over 200 yards today or in Sunday.
Is that bold prediction?
Fine, 225.
All right, slightly bolder.
Okay, how
I
about this
will.
one? How about this one? 2 touchdowns.
That's bold. My bold prediction is going to be 6 field goals for Eddie Pinheiro in this game. All right, game predictions. I don't think the Panthers win this one. As much as I want to see it, I think Green Bay takes it. I'm going to go 27-14 Green Bay.
I got 17-13 Green Bay.
All right. I don't know what the other NFC South games are this week.
Okay, let
So
me take a quick peek here. Saints versus Rams is currently going on. I don't know the score of the game because I'm not watching it. Colts and Falcons. And then we have
there's a Wednesday night football game?
Jaguars and Bucks. I am sorry, I thought it was Thursday. I am so ready for my Christmas vacation. I am just like running down the week.
All right. Well, those are the games. Maybe not the days, but those are the games. So we'll be back Sunday. Uh, Probably, maybe. We'll see.
It depends if they
It's
win or
Christmas
not.
Eve. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's Christmas Eve, so
Oh
um,
yeah, yeah. I won't be here. I gotta be at my parents' house, and we do that big Christmas thing. So
yeah, yeah. If they win, we'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. If they lose, we're definitely not going to be here.
No. No.
Definitely not. If they win, we'll see. We may, one of us or both of us may try to put something out. But we'll definitely be back sometime next week. And until then, everybody stay
Hey,
safe out there. What?
and happy holidays. I mean,
Happy
if we,
holidays.
yes.
Yes. That's right. We may not talk to you guys Sunday. So Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Um, love you guys. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's been a tough season. So thank you all for all of your support. We are eternally grateful. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Keep pounding.
Well, thank you for listening. If you like the show, please let your friends know. Please follow us on Twitter at Meow Mix Podcast. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us at mailbag@meowmixpodcast.com. If you leave us a 5-star review with a comment on Apple Podcasts, we'll read it on the show. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. And now you can say your piece.
Keep pounding.